How to avoid or not date men like Blake from Ready to Love season 7. I did a quick video this morning on Blake ex-girlfriends, alleged ex-girlfriends speaking out. And I did get a few emails that says, Janice, but what do you do if you're dating a man like Blake? Why are you still dating him? I just want to know, man. If you think he's not good for you, um why are you still dating him? And so I have some notes here from a book that I'm working on. Not gonna tell you the title because people steal, okay? People steal. And let's just say 7 ways how to not date men like Blake. But it's not 7, it's more than 7. I just put that as a number. 7 ways to not date men like Blake. One of the first things I want to remind you of is the Bible says, I actually spoke to my father in the faith today, the bishop. And he brought back a scripture to my remembrance. Wisdom is the principal thing. With all you're getting, get understanding. Get wisdom. And with all you're getting, get understanding. Okay. One of the first thing I have on my list here is, ladies, you must understand that 99.9999999% of the men you meet, date, have with, sleep with, have babies with, shack up with, live with, build with, struggle with, they don't want to marry you. They do not want to marry you. And that's that scripture about wisdom. Wisdom is the principal thing. It's the foundational thing. And with all of your getting, get understanding. It's Thursday evening. I absolutely love you. Thank you for those of you who commented on my video this morning. I was trying to be in the comments a little bit, so I absolutely love and adore you. Guess what I got in the mail just now? Bam! I write books. 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 It's my husband profile. Yes, honey. Amazon couldn't do it for me. We have 13 things we're going to talk about, okay? Amazon couldn't do it, so I had to change over to Barnes & Noble. They printed it, sent it out to me. This is my proof copy. I love it. So all the ladies that is in the husband profile course, you will be getting this. I'm going to start mailing them out this weekend. Starting tonight, as a matter of fact, I'm going to get on there and make the orders for you. And you will get them. So by the time we get to the writing portion, you will have it. I absolutely love it. Oh my God. It is so very nice. It is so beautiful. It is so big. And it's about 300 pages. So husband profile. This is only for the ladies that take the course. The husband profile course is a class. The ladies prefer the black more than the white. So we went with the black. I absolutely love you and adore you. Station identification. Today, February 23, 2023, the cousins, Janice Hylton, aka Church Girls Want to Get Married to, we are officially changing our name from the cousins to the remnant. I've been saying that for a while, that I've been wanting to change my name from the cousins to the remnant, because we don't want to be confused with anybody. We don't want anybody confusing us with other people. But also, like my father was saying to me, you're a remnant. You're different. You're not like everybody else. I was catching him up what's going on in my ministry and my writing and my books. He reminded me of the prophetic word that the Lord gave me when I was called to the ministry. You are called to root out, pull down, tear down, disrupt, and plant, replant. So you got to pull out, drag out the old stuff and plant the new stuff. So we're officially changing our name to the remnant. And I've been saying that. If you've been following me, I've been saying, I'm going to change my name, because I am called out. Remnants are a group of people that is called out, chosen out. Everybody can be a part of the remnant. My content is not for everybody. It's only for a certain group of people. Everybody can't eat from my table, okay? Because we don't do delusionality over here. Okay, so I'll tell y'all more about it. I'll probably I am working on a book on the remnant, but I'll tell you more about it. So we're officially the remnant. Hey remnant, how you doing? Okay, so 7 ways how to not date men like, I'm gonna put Blake, but technically, you could put anybody's name you want to put in there, okay? It's in my here, child. Number one, understand that 99.999% of men that you've done with, dated, be with, don't want to marry you. Okay. I think one of our weaknesses as women is a lot of us did not have fathers who taught us. We didn't have godly fathers to teach us the ways of men. And how many of you know that men and women are different? We're not the same, and we need to be taught about men. That's what my father was saying. What I taught you 30 years ago, you are teaching it in 2020 third language. Uh, One of my ladies, my princesses in my classes, she also confirmed. So that's a confirmation. Princess Lisa, your word was confirmed. I spoke with you on Monday, and the Lord confirmed your word 2 or 3 days later. I spoke to you Tuesday, right? And the Lord confirmed your word. That what you was saying, how I am teaching the word in a way that people can understand it. And she said, take your cookie off the table is the scripture that says flee fornication. Right. So in my days in 1990s, I understood what flee fornication mean. But in the 21st century, people don't understand that, especially if they're not going to church. But you understand, take your cookie off the table. So Princess Lisa, your word was confirmed today by the bishop. Okay. So ladies, we need to seek understanding. We don't understand men. We have to be taught about men. Men are not the same as women. You can't talk to them like you talk to your girlfriends. You can't talk to your boy child like you do your little girl. They're different. They're not the same. Number 2 is read 23 types of guys you might meet. Everything you need is in here. Everything you need to know about a man, how to date, how to dress, how to speak, how to carry yourself is in here. Number 3, take the husband profile course the next time I teach it. Okay, the course is closed for now, but the next time I teach it which I'm thinking in the summer, you should take that course. Number 4, understand that men and women are different. We're not the same. We're different. And you make the mistake of thinking that men and women are the same, but we're really not the same. For example, women, when we have sex, we do it because we love him. We feel some kind of emotions towards him. We feel emotionally connected to him, but he can sleep with you and 10 other women that same day, and it means absolutely nothing to him. That's because men and women, we're just different. That's why my dad says, do not, and I wrote in this book, and this is the thing that has caused an uproar with my books, is do not allow men to use your bodies as toilets. And of course, that's one of my numbers. Okay. Number 5, understand that dating is for data only. It's my book coming very soon. Dating is for data. Okay, it's not to shack up, it's not to have babies, it's not to live together, it's not to build him. You don't submit to boyfriends, none of those things. Dating is all about data. Okay, I'm going to be writing about this, but I want to just run this down for you. Okay, dating is for data. Number 6, you have the power. So if you know what you want in a husband, the husband profile, you're not going to waste time dating men that are not what you want. Okay, because you know what you want, and that's where that wisdom comes in. But see, women, we're not disciplined enough, right, You're not disciplined. Like how I was disciplined when my husband told me he loved me and I was like, thank you. You would be like, oh my God, I love you too. Thank you. I don't love you until I have all the data to determine if I love you or not. He loved me because he had all the data that he needed. But the data that I needed to make a decision about him, I didn't have. The data he needed was woman of faith, Condoleezza, Michelle, Janet Jackson, Mary Poppins. Good mama. Well, I needed to be sure that you make what you say you make. I need the W-2s. I need the credit report. I want to make sure there's nothing on your credit that I can't live with. See, that's that discipline, that you are so disciplined and understand that you have the power. The power lies with you. A lot of women are not disciplined like that. Not a lot, just a lot of women are disciplined to drop. Once you figure out he's not what you want, you learn something about him that is not what you want, drop, love, bye. Number 7, men are hunters. Men are hunters. They are hunting for something. You need to make sure, you need to figure out wisdom, prayer, seeking the Lord, talking to him. What is he hunting for? I learned a new thing this weekend called hospice wife. Sort of like nurse or purse. A hospice wife. These men sick, have all these doctor visits, all this surgery coming up, they're trying to lock you down. So you could be a hospice wife. Same thing as nurse or purse that I talk about in my book, 23 Times Guide. So ladies, make sure you know what he's hunting for. My dad taught me that. The bishop. Men are hunters. Some are hunting for somewhere to live. Some are hunting for a nurse or purse. Some are hunting for somebody to help him out. Some are hunting for a mama. As a matter of fact, the book I wrote in NaNoWriMo that I need to go ahead and publish, I talk about the different types of women and how we need to know what type of woman we are and the type of woman that we are presenting to the world. So if you're a mammy, he might be hunting for a mammy. You might be the moment woman. You might be the 10 years of girlfriend. That's why we don't believe in being girlfriends over here. You might just be some cookie for him. That's why we take the cookie off the table. You might be a toilet for him to empty himself out. That's why we do not allow men to use our bodies as toilets. They're hunting for something. And most men, I think that's the next one. Number 8, never fall in love without the data. Don't fall in love. Y'all meeting these men, you don't know them. Oh, I'm in love. I'm in love. I love him. He poor. I love him. What do you love? He's not a believer. Oh, I love him. I love him. He not saved, man. I don't care. I love him. Don't fall in love. All these in love, you falling in love with a man. You don't know if he's it, if he got everything you want. I told you, when he said, I love you, I said, thank you. So when I say I love my husband today, that's how I know. That's why I love him today. Because I remember when he first told me I love him, I told him thank you. So when I figured out he got everything I need, I was like, okay, I love you too. He was like, let's go get the ring. I was like, okay. Number 9, not all men are looking for wives. Goes back to number 1, right? Not all men are looking for wives. Wives are a responsibility. Wives need to be taken care of. Wives need their bills paid. Wives need to be protected. Wives need to be adored. Wives need to be professed too. Wives need to have baby and need to take maternity leave and not go to work and not worry about work. Make sure the insurance is paid up and all that stuff. So you running around, you talk about your wife, but does he think you're a wife or his wife? So they're not all looking for wives. Even though you are a wife. My dad told me that. He said, you are a wife. So carry yourself like a wife. So if you're carrying yourself like a wife, you're taking the cookie off the table, you're using wisdom, right? You know the type of man. You're not 10 years a girlfriend. You're not going to be the naked wife because you understand you're a wife. Number 10, men know that we're emotional and we don't really know them. I have a book coming very soon. Men, number 10, talking about this same thing. They know we are emotional. They're hunters. They can lay in that dirt and hunt. Watch her, and hunt. We're emotional. Oh my God, I love it. Oh my God, I want to give him the kitty because I love it. Oh my God, I love it. And they know we don't know them. Because they know that if we know them, really know them, we really take time to know them, we will not be foolish women. We will not be dropping the drawers, giving up the cookie, talking about I love you. We will not be washing, cooking, cleaning, popping babies out, building him. We're not going to do none of that because we know them. I have another video coming to talk about value. This is another thing women got mad at me. Men see us based on value. My dad told me that. A single mama with 5 kids with different baby daddy and a divorced woman with 5 kids. The divorced wife is valued more to a man than baby mama with 55 baby daddies. And yes, we do lose value to the man. See, when I say that, women are so emotional, you don't listen. You lose value to a man. The older we get, we lose value to them. If we're unmarried, to them, not to us, because we're valuable. We're rubies and diamonds and pearls. I'm a wife. I met many men who didn't see me as a wife. And I had many guys that said, oh, you're a good woman. And my dad would say, well, ask him, don't he want a good woman? They didn't value me as a wife to provide, protect, and profess. But finally, one day, I met a man who he saw the value in me. And I was 17 years old. My dad told me, Bishop, he said, you're 17, you're a teenager, the baby, you're beautiful, you're pretty, you're a good woman, you're a great mom. Don't you have any more kids? You can still get a good husband. Do not have any more children. You had Lexi when you was young. A good man will see that and overlook it, but don't you have another baby. And my husband, the wonderful man right here, me and him was talking one day about 23 types of guys we might meet. And I asked him, I said, Mike, if I had another kid, would you have married me? You know what he said? Nope. Just like that. Nope. So when it comes to value, I'm going to teach separately. I'm going to teach that. Number 11. All men want to have sex. This is a part of the 10 things of the lessons my father taught me. I have a book coming on that. Lessons my father taught me that father should teach every young woman. You never love a man more than he loves you. All men want to have sex. Man got to get the dog out. Don't let him use you to get it out. And it behooves every man to get control of his dingaling. Lots of things my father in the faith taught me that we should have been taught, or our fathers, or some man figure brother, or somebody should have teach us. So when the pygmies, the dust bunnies, and the bitter mommies come over here angry with me, they're mad because they were never taught and they were used. They've been ran through, and you sitting over here trying to teach, and it upsets them. Okay, because nobody valued them. Mm-hmm. Number 12, don't give your body to be used as a toilet. I mentioned that. Okay. Men don't see us the way we see ourselves. They either see you as a toilet, a mommy, a mom, nurse, purse, shelter, food. All men are hunters, and they're hunting for something. So if you take your cookie off the toilet, they won't get to use your body. If you take your cookie off the table, they can't use you body as a toilet. Because what do you do in a toilet? You empty yourself. How many men have you have allowed to empty themselves in you? And you're left with babies, STDs, demons, spirits, soul ties that you have to deal with. Mm-hmm. Again, when it comes to sex, we're different. So you keep trying to equal to a man. You're not the same. We're incubators, my bishop said. Incubators. My husband gives me the seed. I nurtured it and gave him a whole baby. Look at that. Look at God. One little baby sperm. One little baby sperm. Look what I gave him. We're incubators. So when men release themselves in us, be it in a condom or not, all that spirits and demons and all them stuff stays inside of us. Don't let men empty themselves in you. And I posted my community tab last week, and it was a poll that was going around on Facebook. I'm gonna see if I find it. And it was asking the men, why did you not marry the woman you got pregnant? And you know what I said? The bigger question is, why did the woman spread their legs to men who didn't marry them? We've all been there, me included. I was 16 when I had this beautiful little princess, 16 years old. I got under my bishop at 17, and I haven't looked back since. And from the time I was 16 years old until I got married at 35, I was never a foolish woman. I never allowed another man to use my body as a toilet, because I was getting the teaching that I needed, and the teaching that all women and all girls need to get. Number 13, if you want to be a wife, do not accept girlfriend status. Bishop told me, use a wife. You're a wife. Walk like a wife, talk like a wife, dress like a wife, carry yourself like a wife, date like a wife. Live your life like a wife. Number 14. Men must die in order to have a wife. In order for a man to find a wife, he that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. In order for a man to find a wife and marry her, he's got to die. He's got to die. And so y'all running these men down, you having babies, you're shacking up, you being 10 years a girlfriend, you were washing, cooking, sexy, you doing all this, girl, and he don't even want to die for you. He don't want to die for you. That's why he can have you 10 years a girlfriend. You could have 55 kids for him. He will go out there and meet Loretta and marry Loretta in 6 months. You know why? He wanted to die for her. He didn't want to die for you. So that's why we don't do all that we're doing, because we don't know if they want to die. And if he didn't try to talk to your dad, talk to your pastor, take you down to the church and put a ring on your finger and take holy matrimony vows with you, he don't want to die for you. Come on. Come on. Number 15. A wife must be found, and many men do not have the discipline. A wife must be found. He that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. And the bishop told me, he said, a lot of men are going to find you. I got to ask, a lot of men will find you, but they're not your husband. Something like that. I have a book coming too. I have the cover and everything. He that finds a wife. Okay. Here's a tip. Men measure our worth to them based on how valuable they think we are. Doesn't decrease your value. So that's a confusion. That's why y'all get mad, because you don't listen. Read in the Bible. Everything time God compares a woman, it's in reference to her value. Rubies, diamonds, pearls. A wife is a crown to her husband. I give him value. Humans were valuable to God so much. We were so valuable to God that he sacrificed his son to get us back. And here's the thing, y'all. Who set the price? Who set the price to win man back? God set the price. See, man, as in human, we are trying to tell God, this is how much I'm going to pay to be redeemed. This is how much I'm going to pay to be with you, right? I'm going to pay all this money. I'm going to live this way. I'm going to live that way. And everything we do, the Bible says, Jeremiah, is like filthy rags. Because the price is sinless blood. Who set the value? God himself. So ladies, you trying to tell a man you're valuable, but he don't see it. You can't convince him you're valuable. He has to see that for himself and figure it out for himself. It's just like, man, people, humans trying to look at me, God. Look at all I'm doing, God. Pick me, says, look at what I'm doing. Look at what I'm doing, what I'm doing. And God says, everything you can do is like a filthy sanitary napkin. The only thing that is acceptable to me is sinless blood. Mm. So a lot of us, we didn't have fathers to teach us. We don't have men that's worth their salt, as my bishop would say. And my people perish for lack of wisdom. Women are perishing for lack of wisdom. 80% Black kids live in single mother homes. Take away 10% for divorce and widows. To me, that's not a single mom. Single mother to me is me. Like, I was not married. I had a kid out of wedlock. I'm a single mom. But as a divorcee or a widow, I don't think so. Okay, life happens so fast. I got to go, girl. Bam, 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 bam. I write books. I write books. I write books. Bam, bam. I write. Okay, I gotta go, child. I'm hot. I'm hot. I love you. Let me know. I'll be in the comments. Okay. I still love you. Talk to you later. Remember, reviews on Amazon. Love you. Bye.